10 years of doing metal work, you end up with a lot of leftover material. And I'd like to use this material to do a project I've had in mind for a lot of years. And a YouTube friend of mine, Alan Robertson, has done a similar thing. And this is going to be a mini wash plant. And for some of this, I had to use a hand shear, as you see here in this picture. And I made it for the rails for the lower end of the box. Then what you do then, have to break that steel and shear it and bend it. So these following pictures are showing the shearing operation for the one, and this is another shear for the spray end of the box. And this last clip here is just of a break where I broke the rails. So onward to the video. Morning, YouTube. I've decided to try to build a small wash plant, and what I'm using is just scrap that I have in the shop. As you can see, here's the going to be the slick plate in the top of the wash plant. It's 50-53 aluminum, and as you can tell, it's made by pieces by all the rivets in the sides, and it's just what I have to work with, so that's what I'm going to build it out of. Here's the balance of the sheet of the 50-53, and over here, this is going to be the lower end below the slick plate. And I've got these rails made, and I've also just cut this punch plate. It's 3/8 punch plate that I've had in the shop for probably a couple of years. I've made a bunch of sluices and header box punch plates. It's just 3/8, and this is 3/8 by 10. By 10 by 17 in here. Just now cut it out of this piece of my punch plate. This is, like I said, it's been here probably 2-3 years anyhow. So as this project progresses, I'll keep you posted on what I'm doing, and I'll probably put it together in all-in-one video if it isn't too long. Okay, onward and upward. Here I am in the shop again. It's still a little bit cool. Made quite a bit of progress yesterday. This is the going to be the punch plate area. I got the rails done, and a couple of little modifications to do on the punch plate. The spray bar hopper is done and ready for the chute to go on it and to tie into the punch plate area. My thanks to Alan Robertson on some of the inspiration he has given me to work on this. You know, he does great things with plastic and buckets that is beyond me, but I'm trying to do the same in a metal, and I just hope you enjoy. Thanks. Alright, so we got about an hour in this morning. It's about 90 in the shop right now. So what we did was because this is all scrap, I'm doing splices here, just little pieces, hooking everything together. That holds the lower end to the spray box. And we're getting ready to do the punch plate here. I've got one piece that I've got to put in here that's going to tie this together so it'll be sealed and we won't lose any water there. So anyhow, there we go. It's getting there slowly but surely. Alright, another day in the shop. I got quite a bit more done this morning. It's not quite as hot first thing in the morning. I think it was 60-some degrees, but let me move some of these tools. So what we've got now is I've got the punch plate all riveted in. I'm using pop rivets and I'm cleaning all of them. And then I've got the lower end of the rock chute. So this piece will strictly be washing material, and all of the concentrates will fall down through this hole, this punch plate, and go into the bottom sluice. So what we're doing now is I'm just starting to lay out the chute, the rock chute for the upper end of the box here. So I'll keep you posted. Here we are. Got the lower plate in, and everything's riveted. I got a few holes I got to seal up because this is all scrap metal. That this piece is left over that I haven't used for anything. Here's the rock chute. It'll come down into where the spray bar is here, and then your material will come down and go through the punch plate here. So the top is all done except for the spray bar. And like I said, I wanted to do this just with stuff I had left over in the shop. So there's a million more rivets in here than there would be in one if you just folded it up. So okay, here it is. We'll continue on with the build. Guys, we're finally back in the shop, and I've got the spray bar hooked up with all the nozzles on it. If you look close here, this will be the input from our pump. Then there's these two nozzles that are will be angled in, two in the middle here that will go straight crossways, and we've got two at the back by the rock slide that are slightly angled. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but they're slightly angled back this way. So it's just going to catch this edge, and the water will be sprayed this way. So what we're hoping for is for this to really be able to wash the rocks and get everything clear. I've got clearance, pretty good clearance here in the middle, you can see. But the nozzles are a secret yet, and I'm not going to show you how I've done those because they're not done yet. All I've got is the whole affair glued up. And like I said, this is done with everything in the shop is leftover parts and spares and things of that nature. So I didn't have any PVC glue. So what I had was CPVC glue, so it'll probably work. We'll see later on. Okay, after about 12 hours of putting this together, phase one of the mini wash plant is complete. And that consists of starting up at this end, your material chute that comes down into the spray bar area. Here's the spray bars with 6 nozzles, and I'll show you something on them in a minute. That comes out of there into a punch plate area that you see here. I just want to give a lot of credit to Alan Robertson from Montana. I kind of picked this up from one that he made out of buckets. It was just incredible, and I just modified it. But thanks, Alan. I appreciate all your videos. They're a big help to me and a lot of other people. So anyhow, your big rocks will come down through the punch plate. Your smalls and your gold will fall through. Your rocks come out of here into a tub. On the bottom side, what we got here's the chute that you see that's just below the punch plate, and it's set in an angle, and it comes down and hits the dent and drop for your material that'll drop out of here. You can just barely see the punch plate here. So the material drop out here and hit in the other end. So what is left now is to, number one, test the nozzles. Alan came up with an idea to do the like a PVC, and he'd heat it and flatten it, and I thought, well, that's a really interesting idea to do. So I've expanded on that, and what I've done is all of these are nozzles, and this is what they look like. These are pipe caps, 3/4 inch pipe caps with slots cut in them. So they're adjustable to an extent. You can turn them this way or that way, and they're replaceable. You can replace any of them. Now the only thing is these are yet to be tested, and that's part of probably the next video as I build a stand for this mini wash plant and test the spray. Well, thanks for watching.